Hi, I'm Zoe, and I grew up in a small town in Iowa where nothing interesting ever happened. Till one day, someone moved in next door and my life turned upside down. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. Dad was a farmer, and as a kid, I always saw him struggling for money. So when I joined high school, I started working part-time to earn extra cash. That's also how I got my first guitar. At the end of the day, I would sit back playing songs from my favorite band, the Starboys. I wanna hold you in my arms and never let you go. You're the sunshine that I want, that makes my life flow. These guys were like California's BTS, only more popular, especially their songwriter and lead singer, Nico. He was so mysterious though. He didn't even have a social media account and hardly came to interviews. But my favorite was Dylan, the other singer in the band. I had his posters everywhere in my room, and I prayed every night I could meet him just once. I must have prayed extra hard because a week after my 19th birthday, a huge truck pulled up at the house across the street and 4 familiar boys jumped out of it. Now that's what nature and isolation smells like. The only thing I can smell is cow dung. You couldn't find a better place to lay low, Nico? The heat here is making my butt sweat. We need some time away to concentrate on our music, and this place is perfect. Now get in before someone spots us. All 4 boys hurried inside while I just stood there dumbfounded. What the freaking fruitcake? The Star Boys were gonna be my neighbors? I could scream my lungs out. The next morning, I got up extra early to bake some cookies and hurried next door to welcome the new neighbors. Okay, stay cool. It's just Dylan. Dylan, the love of your life. And no, Dylan. Just Dylan. I tried to stay calm, but then Dylan opened up and I jumped on him. Oh my god, it's you. It's really you. Are you for real? Can I touch you?
Who are you?
Oops, sorry. We haven't met. I've met you in my dreams lots of times, but you obviously don't know me. Before I could finish, someone pulled me inside and pinned me to the wall. Nico.
Who sent you? Which newspapers? Spill or I'll call the police on you for trespassing.
Zoe, neighbor. Cookies, baked. Love Dylan, huge fan. I can't breathe.
So you're not the paparazzi?
No. Now can you move away? Your cologne is too strong. It's giving me a headache.
You might not be the paparazzi, but you can still go around telling people we're here. We can't risk it, Dylan. Let's pack our bags and go.
No, please. I won't tell a soul. Just let me hang out with you guys. I'm your #1 fan. I can do anything. Cook, clean, play guitar. You name it. I'll be your SnowWhite, but not as white. I can even entertain you with my very professional magic tricks. Now watch this carefully. I'm gonna pull this tablecloth and everything will stay just as it is. You have to be quiet. Let me concentrate. Abracadabra! I pulled the tablecloth, feeling confident. But I guess I pulled it too hard and everything came crashing down. It doesn't always work, but yeah, not a magician. SnowWhite, remember?
That's enough. Look, we don't need anyone. Just shut up and leave.
I wanted to argue more, but Nico looked really mad, so I ran off. Over the next few days, I tried everything, from posing as the pizza delivery guy to prank calls, but nothing seemed to get past Nico. Then one evening, I was pretending to jog outside their backyard, trying to get a glimpse of Dylan, when I heard someone arguing.
You really have no business telling me what to do when you're not half as talented as I am. We're here because of my talent, Dylan. I'm the one who writes all the songs. If people knew how fake you are, you wouldn't be standing here.
What? I wanted to hear more, when suddenly I heard someone unlatch the door. I turned around too fast, got a head rush, and landed flat on my face. I tried to sneak away, but Nico caught up with me.
How long have you been standing here?
I wasn't standing. I was just getting a feel of this grass. It's so nice and dewy at this time of night. SnowWhite likes nature and...
Stop lying. I know you heard something.
Oh, you mean how Dylan's fake? Yeah, okay. I heard everything. So he's not the singer everyone thinks he is? Does he use auto-tune? OMG, that's big.
Dylan, yeah. That's it, you caught us. He's totally fake. But listen, Zoe, no one can know. It'll destroy the band. Do you want that?
No, I don't. Okay, fine. I can stay quiet, but you'll have to buy my silence. Help me date Dylan. Even if he's fake and all, he's still cute and I want him.
That's impossible. You're not his type. at all.
Cool, then maybe the press is his type. I'm sure he'd love to have a little date with them.
Wait. Okay, I'll think of something. But you have to promise to me to keep your big mouth shut.
Shake on it. And just like that, I was in. Nico welcomed me into his home as the new housekeeper, and everyone, including Dylan, was so confused. But Nico explained how I was really good at cooking and cleaning, so everyone got on board. In the house, I kept a close watch on Dylan. I noted the time he ate, slept, pooped, everything. I tried to get close to him, but Nico ruined the moment every time. Hey, Dylan, want me to help you with that? I'm really good at applying sunscreen.
You are? Great. Too bad Dylan has to leave. We have to discuss the new song. Chop chop.
Dylan, oh, you're working out. Let me help you with those crunches. Go 1, 2, 3, give me one more. Yes!
That's very inspiring, but I'm starving. Make me an apple pie and some pumpkin spice latte because I'm craving Starbucks. Do it right now or you're fired.
So annoying. I pulled Nico aside the next time I saw him. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to help me date Dylan, but you keep pulling me away from him.
Relax. You need to play hard to get. Boys like that. Have patience and stop drooling all over him.
But I was anything but patient. Then one evening, I was leaving for home when I saw Dylan swimming. And holy cow, he looked so hot. I was just admiring his perfect body when suddenly I saw a strange guy in a hoodie tiptoeing his way around the pool. He was definitely some intruder, so before he could harm Dylan, I sprang into action, but he dashed inside the house. I was running after him when I slipped and landed into the pool instead, right on top of Dylan. I tried to get out using Dylan's shoulders as a makeshift ladder, without realizing that I was pushing him into the water.
What do you think you're doing? Stop drowning me.
There's an intruder. He just went inside the house. Help me get out. Put your hand under my butt and lift me out, now!
What? You're crazy.
Dylan got out of the pool and stormed inside, and I followed.
Fire this stupid girl or I will. What's wrong?
I saw an intruder running just now. I'm sure he's hiding here somewhere. We need a game plan. You two go that way. Nico, you go to the right, and Dylan and I can search the bedrooms.
Zoe, we've been here the whole evening, and if there was an intruder, we would have seen him.
But I just saw him come in.
You're hallucinating, weirdo. You've ruined a perfect evening, so thank you and go away.
As Dylan left angrily, Nico turned to me with a towel. I swear I saw someone go in, Nico. Or, I don't know, maybe I was imagining things. I mean, sometimes I see little pixies flying here and there at night. And we all know pixies aren't real, right? Oh God, I messed up everything. Dylan hates me. The SnowWhite plot isn't working.
He doesn't hate you. He's always been a little short-tempered.
How am I supposed to win him over when he doesn't even look at me? And you're not helping at all like you promised.
I told you to be patient, but I guess that was clearly a mistake. Hold on, give me your phone. Ew, Zoe, what is this?
Oh, I always keep a banana with me. What if the world runs out of food? What if I'm stuck in a hurricane with no food? Girls gotta be strong, and bananas are a great source of potassium. You want some?
No thank you. Just go online and see some of the girls Dylan's dated in the past. The more you look like them, the more he'll notice you.
I spent the night studying each girl carefully, and the next morning I dressed exactly like them. But Nico took one look at me and burst out laughing.
What is wrong with your face? You look like you were in a bar fight.
It's called makeup, and you're the one who asked me to dress like those bimbos in the pictures.
You've clearly done a fab job. Come with me.
We went to the mall with Nico in sunglasses and a baseball cap, and he started picking out clothes like crazy. I was trying them on when he got a phone call and left. When he came back, he looked really tense.
We need to leave now. Thanks. We'll take them all.
What? These clothes are worth both my kidneys and a good chunk of my liver. And why are we leaving?
Don't ask questions. Just do what I say.
Nico threw some cash on the counter and we left in a cab. I tried asking him what happened, but he didn't respond. Instead, he got off somewhere in the middle of the road before asking the driver to drop me back home. What was that all about? The next morning, I was still thinking about what happened with Nico, but then Dylan walked up to me and I lost track of everything.
Hey Zoe, you look nice today. What are we having for breakfast?
A few eggs and some bread.
Sounds great, babe.
Dylan winked at me and I felt my knees go weak. He called me babe. I wanted to update Nico on the progress, but he was nowhere to be seen. Then later that evening, I was leaving when finally Nico came home. Where were you? I've been waiting for you all day.
Why?
Relax, Snappy. Just wanted to tell you that Dylan noticed me today. Finally. Like SnowWhite's prince and all. And why are you so tense all the time? You know you can tell me all your secrets, Nico. I'm a very good secret keeper.
Okay then, here's one. I think you're very annoying.
That's not a secret. You make that pretty obvious. Give me more.
I'm busy, Zoe. We'll talk later.
Nico didn't talk to me for a couple of days, and I was getting really distracted and impatient. I guess Nico noticed, because a few days later, he told me that the boys wanted to go for a hike, and he'd convinced Dylan to take me with them for directions, so they won't get lost.
Here's your chance to get on Dylan's good side. And for that, we need to work on your conversation skills. They're horrible.
What are you saying? I'm a very interesting person.
Yeah, if interesting and crazy mean the same thing.
That's not very informative.
Look, all you have to do is act shy around him. Say something romantic.
Like this? Nico, your eyes remind me of my dead grandmother, calm and pretty.
Dead grandmother? Really? Try this. Your voice is like a warm hug on a chilly day, and your laugh is like a symphony of joy that fills my life. I'm addicted to the sound. And can you try not to have feathers and leaves stuck in your head?
Nico tucked a strand of hair behind my ears and then walked away, and I felt something strange in my tummy, but it was probably that expired tuna I'd eaten the night before. On the day of the hike, I did everything Nico asked me to. Acted shy, kept quiet, and even tried to flirt a little. I guess it worked because by the end of the hike, Dylan asked me out on a real date to a club. I spent hours getting ready. I chose a black dress and was almost done with my makeup when Nico showed up at my door.
Heard Dylan finally asked you out on a date. Wait, you're wearing that?
Yeah, what do you think?
You look good. I mean, good for Dylan, but you don't look like yourself. It looks like you're trying too hard.
Seriously? First, you asked me to dress how Dylan likes, and now there's still something wrong with me?
I didn't say wrong. Never mind. It's not my place. Good luck on your date or whatever.
With that, Nico left. What was his problem? I was still a bit annoyed when Dylan showed up, but we actually ended up having a great time together. He even asked me out on a second date, and I was thrilled. After the date, Dylan excused himself to the washroom while I waited for him outside when someone tapped on my shoulder. Nico.
So how was it?
It was... Wait, why should I tell you? You didn't even say sorry.
I'm sorry, okay?
You don't mean it. Hold on. Have you been waiting here all this time?
I had to make sure you didn't end up making a fool of yourself, and it looks like you didn't. One sec.
Nico came closer and opened my hair, setting them loose, and I felt something turn in my belly. I really needed to stop eating tuna. Just as he left, Dylan walked up to me and we left, but I couldn't shake Nico off my mind. It was so difficult to figure him out, and I was failing miserably at it. Dylan and I started dating officially. The first few days were great, but as time went by, I realized that we had nothing in common. He was totally self-obsessed and didn't give a hoot about anyone else.
What do you think about my hair? How about my shirt? This is vintage Prada, by the way. I'm pretty sure you've never seen a shirt like this before, right? Well, you will now, because you're my girl. Have you seen my shoes?
By the third date, I was practically yawning on Dylan's face, and I thought he felt the same, except at the end of the night, he kissed me. Before I could react, a bunch of photographers jumped out of nowhere and started taking our pictures. I thought Dylan would tell them off, but instead he started posing. I panicked and hid behind a tree. Who is that?
The paparazzi, obviously. They've tracked me down. Look, just come out. You can't hide like this. They'll make a joke out of me.
Dylan pulled me out and introduced me as his girlfriend. At one time, this would have been my dream, dating Dylan, but now I just wanted to run away. Soon, Dylan and I were the hot topic, and everyone wanted to know about the poor girl he was dating. We were constantly getting interviewed, and it was exhausting.
Does Dylan snore while sleeping?
Do I look like his mother? How am I supposed to know?
Are you dating him because he's rich or because he's very rich?
Are you talking like this because you're dumb or because you're really dumb?
Calm down, babe. We fell in love. Although I must say, Nico tried his best to sway her. She's so pretty, I wouldn't blame him. And he always wants what I have. Obviously, I'm better, and that's why we're together.
That's not true. Nico...
Oh, look at the time. I'm late for practice.
Before I could say more, Dylan rushed us out of the interview. Why did you lie about Nico and me? He'd be so upset.
You think I care? And you're supposed to be my girlfriend, so you should be on my side.
I didn't know we were choosing sides. I thought you guys were a team.
Team? Nico's anything but a team player. He's nothing like what he seems.
You aren't either. With that, I slammed the car door and left. I was furious at the way Dylan was behaving, and I knew in my heart that I didn't want to be with him. I wanted to talk to Nico about it, but for the next few days, every time I tried, he'd make up excuses excuses about being busy with his songwriting and just walk away. Then one day, I was coming out of the grocery store when I noticed Nico sitting in the coffee shop across the street. I was on my way to him when suddenly, a black van screeched out of nowhere and two men in dark suits grabbed him, pushed him inside, and left. Nico was getting kidnapped. I stood there horrified for a few seconds, and then my brain sprang into action. Hey, can I borrow this bicycle? No? Never mind. I'm taking it anyway. Stop crying. It's important. Okay, so it was a really small bicycle, but it did the job. I pedaled with all my might and didn't stop till I finally saw the van. Get out now and release Nico, or I'll kick your butt to whatever prison you came from.
Step away from the car, you freak. You've damaged it.
And I'll do a lot more than that if you don't let Nico go, you kidnapper. Mommy, who's this crazy lady? Wait, this wasn't the right van? Dang it. I apologized and ran home immediately to inform the rest of the boys that Nico had been kidnapped. But as soon as I got there, everyone was gone. Like all their stuff was gone too. I tried calling Dylan, but he didn't answer, and neither did anyone else from the band. Had something happened to all of them? I decided to wait another hour before informing the police. But I guess I dozed off because when I woke up, it was morning already. I rushed downstairs to Dad watching the TV, and what I saw next was the most shocking news of my life. The news report said that Nico had faked his voice and had hired someone else to sing in his place. In fact, he never sang at all. He was just a songwriter. That was not true. Dylan was the one with the fake voice. I needed answers, and since no one was giving them to me, I decided to take things in my own hands. I knew it from the news that the Star Boys were holed up in a hotel in California, so that's where I was going. Hey, Dad, can you feed the chickens and make sure the pig doesn't run away again? I need to be somewhere. It's important. Okay, thanks, bye. I reached the hotel, but the place was bustling with media. Somehow, I made my way to the reception. Luckily, the staff recognized me as Dylan's girlfriend from all the useless interviews I gave with him and led me to their room.
What are you doing here?
First, I'm here to dump your sorry butt. And second, how dare you frame Nico and spread false news about him? It's you who's fake. You hired someone to sing in your place. You're the liar here.
Calm down, you walking carnival. The only liar here is your beloved Nico, and you're about to find out why.
I turned around to see Nico on TV with the same intruder guy I'd spotted in the boys' house.
The news you've all been hearing is true. Everyone knows my dad's a big music producer who gave us our first break, and I wanted to take the top spot as the lead singer for myself. But I can't sing a note, so I hired this guy to do it for me. I'm ashamed of lying to my audience and my fans for so long, and I have no excuse except saying that I was young, naive, and stupid. I ask you all to forgive me, and also, I'm quitting the band.
He's quitting the band? He can't. He writes all our songs.
Aw, you're scared you'll have to actually prove you're better than Nico now? Dylan glared at me angrily, but I ignored him and left. But I was still reeling with shock at the truth. All of social media exploded with Nico's news. People were calling him a liar and a cheat. Even his dad was facing backlash. It was a huge mess. I was still shaken as I left for home that evening. When I got there, I saw Nico waiting on the porch for me. Nico, what are you doing here? And how are you?
What do you think? I messed up big time.
At least you're okay. First, I thought you were kidnapped. Then I thought Dylan had framed you. Then I found out you're a big fat liar. It's been a lot to process, man.
About that day at the coffee shop, those guys you saw, they were my dad's bodyguards. I messaged Dad that I wanted to come clean, and he came down here immediately to talk me out of it, and that's all. I wasn't getting kidnapped, but yeah, you're right. I am a big fat liar.
But Nico, why did you lie?
Because I was stupid and spoiled and wanted popularity. And then I got addicted to it. But over time, it can become a huge burden. Living a lie, you feel like you've lost yourself. And then I met you, and you're the most original person I've ever seen. You inspired me to be more myself, and I should have never asked you to change for Dylan.
Yeah, I'm an inspirational person. People tell me that all the time. In fact, when I was a kid...
I'm still talking?
Sorry, go on. Wait, I'm feeling a little itchy. Can you please scratch my back for me while you talk?
What? Fine. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I like you, Zoe. I did almost from the start, but you always had your heart set on Dylan, so I stayed quiet. And now I think it's too late.
What's late? Oh, you mean your confession? You know why I keep a half-eaten banana in my pocket, Nico? It's because I'm always prepared for the worst, and also because I'm always hungry. Anyway, the point is, I like you too, Nico, and I wish you would have told me the truth, but it's not always easy, and I get that. I think you were really brave to do it publicly. I mean, your career's tanked, but it was an admirable thing to do.
So, you're saying you forgive me?
Well, depends on how good of a kisser you are.
Let's find out, shall we?